Oh, hi there. Well, it was a long stretch from Bribie Island to Mooloolaba here, but we made it. It was very light wind conditions, and then the wind came up nicely, but then it was pretty much on the nose. So I tacked a couple of times, and I thought, no, enough of this. I'm getting in before sunset, because it's a trickly, yeah, that too actually, channel entrance. So I just wanted to make sure I did that in daylight, which I managed. And so it was a good trip. Yeah, pleasant sunny day, just a bit slow, and some interesting things to see along the way. And on arrival, I had lovely dinner with an old boating club friend from Parramatta, New Zealand days. So yeah, I'm really catching up with the people, so it's great. Good morning. It's 6:04 a.m. or 0600, 04, whatever. Yeah, just in the channel now, heading out across the southern coast of Bribie Island. There's a little bit of orange starting in the sky, but I just wanted to crash out on this outgoing tide. A little bit of a breeze, it's nice actually, and because of the outgoing tide we're actually doing over 6 knots across the ground, so happy if that keeps up for another hour or so, the tide, because then we'll be clear and just heading up a fairly straight coast. Anyway, it shall be light soon, and I've got to go and have coffee.
Just before I grab that coffee, here's looking the other way. Yeah, the sky's starting to lighten. That's the southern coast of Bribie Island. And somewhere over there on the starboard or right side is Moreton in the mist. Sounds like something that should be in the Cotswolds. As the moon starts to fade a bit on its way down to the west, light's starting to creep in. Boats are still travelling, as I am, with their navigation lights on. You can see green light on that boat, which means you're looking at the right-hand side or starboard side of it, which means it should be travelling from your left to your right. Okay, looking ahead, and the sun's starting to make itself felt a bit. All the fishermen are all going out in their tinnies, and you can just sort of resolve Moreton Island now. Traffic going into Brisbane Airport. Here we go, the outriders of Tonatiuh. Okay, so we've basically swung north now, and we're heading up the coast. This is Bribie Island, the eastern coast. Bit of a watchtower there, I guess life-saving. And just back along the coast, you can see the early beach walkers out there, good for them. Now over here, and I believe it's these, although I thought they were supposed to be orange, maybe they've faded, who knows. But these are the drum lines. Okay, so the drum lines basically are out here to catch sharks. So they're baited hooks, they're anchored to the seafloor, and you can see they go on there for quite a while. Basically they catch the sharks and supposedly release them somewhere else, tag them and whatever, except for some that they euthanize, and these are the ones that have that perform unprovoked shark attacks, although there haven't been many in Queensland, and they'll probably turn around and say yes, it's because of the drum lines. But yes, unprovoked shark attacks. So I suppose to me that means if you bite the shark first, it's on you, right? If they bite you first, that's unprovoked. Anyway, that's my simplistic view. It's just so hard to find something nice to look at while you're having breakfast, right? Another car carrying ship, second one I've seen actually this morning. So, sun's trying to make it go through the overcast, so keep on trying. When you're glad you chose not to go down the shipping lane. The container island going by. Yeah, we're just cruising up along Bribie Island. Starting to get around 3 knots now, so I don't know. A little bit of breeze coming in. Hopefully the current is dying off a bit. But looking at the Glasshouse Mountains, there they are in all their glory in the sunshine. Yeah, interesting. Okay, much as I love looking at the Glasshouse Mountains and Bribie Island, I've decided to put the motor on for a bit. The wind's basically died on me. It is due to start coming back again from the other way, so I thought I'd make some mileage at least anyway. And yeah, beautiful day, other than the fact there's no wind to speak of. So looking ahead here, we've got Caloundra, one of the seaside places along the way here on the Sunshine Coast. Another container ship coming in, and it's actually amazing how convoluted the route for them is. And they almost look like they're coming into Caloundra and then they go all the way out to Moreton Island over there. And you can see there's a car carrier coming the other way. So that'll be interesting when they get closer. But I will be staying out of the shipping lane and just watching from a distance. And there he goes, another container island going into Brisbane. And that car carrier is coming out. And getting closer there. The container ship just gave 5 blasts on the horn, which is basically a lookout, or I'm not sure which way you're going. Here I am, that kind of thing. Anyway, they're going to cross paths pretty shortly. And another successful pass in the channel. Everybody happy, insurance companies particularly. So you see the ship there basically in front of Caloundra. It's just come straight in and doing a turn. I've got it zoomed in, that's why it's hard to hold in place. And then there's another one coming up behind him. So yeah, quite a busy channel, but a convoluted one, that's for sure. And here we have further procession. That one there. And this one's still coming. And another pass in progress. Car carrier doesn't seem to be going as fast as the container ships. One reason or another. And another pass between the container ship and the car carrier. Getting closer and closer as we get further up, as we're going to be closer to the turn of the shipping channel. So this is the town of Caloundra, which is our really first major point that we're passing. But if you have a look there, you can see the car carrier's almost gone onto the beach to make the turn to the right and head out to sea. It's like, okay, let's pick up some fish and chips, boys, before we leave the coast. Okay, the fire there basically seems to indicate north-northeast wind, which is forecast. And we're still seeing the Glasshouse Mountains. You can see them for miles around. Finally getting close to the town of Caloundra. Town, city, I'm not quite sure what it is. I've never been there before, to be honest. Looks like I'm not going today either. Anyway, one day.
And Bray Rock just off Caloundra. And we're pointing quite high now. The wind's coming in more from the northerly side. And Caloundra. All a bit in silhouette, unfortunately. The Glasshouse Mountains. And then way down the coast from where we came. It's been a long, straight stretch. Oh, and another container ship in the lane.
Mooloolaba ahead. Got a bit of a stronger wind now. The only thing is it's right nearly on the nose, but that's okay. I'm getting a fair bit of good pointing done. Yeah, we'll see what we do when we get to the end here.
And just looking back towards Caloundra and the long beach all the way up to Mooloolaba. Yeah, the wind did get a bit too much on the nose, and I want to make sure I get in before sunset because of the tricky channel entrance. So back on the motor.
Ever closer. Point Cartwright here at Mooloolaba. Just about to go round and hang a left into the bay. Just rounding Point Cartwright, and we can see the buildings of Mooloolaba, or whatever it is, in the background. So yeah, getting close now. And looking back, Point Cartwright, back to Caloundra in the distance. Swinging around, we're in there somewhere. Yeah, it looks like a seawall over there, but we've got a curve right around to get around the shallows. Okay, so we're just curving around slowly with the contours of the bottom of the sea, and we'll be turning into the river here. Well, this is a cozy little entrance. Let's see how we go. Yeah, well, it's very snug in here, and the tide's about out, but I've got 3 metres, so that's not too bad. They say they dredged it, so far so good. Welcome to Mooloolaba. It is very snug in here, as I've been told, but yeah. I'm glad I sneaked in before sunset. Really don't want to be doing this in the dark. Coming home after meeting a friend for fish and chips. Lovely. And there's my address. Oh, here it is. Mooloolaba Marina. Oh, looks like she's been behaving herself. That's really good. We like that. Thank you for watching another Fast Forward to Queensland video. As always, don't forget to like, comment on YouTube and subscribe to Dawn Radar.